Hey, good morning, guys. Doing a little Dukes of Hazzard stuff today. But first, I think I need me some coffee. Today, we're going to show just a quick video here of my car, which is a 1969 Dodge Charger, of course, the General Lee. And my car was used in a 1997 TV commercial for Columbia House Videos. And, oh yeah, it would help if I turn the microwave on here. So we're going to document a little bit today about that Columbia House Video commercial. And it's going to be just a quick video. Enjoy. So guys, here we are. This is my hangout. Yeah, Geek Central here. So, this is my Dukes of Hazzard room. There's a lot of things in here. Oh, there's some rare items in here. There's some newer items. There's some old items. You name it, it's here. So, I don't even know where to begin here. I'm exhausted. I just woke up, so you'll have to excuse me. So, getting back to the task at hand here, let me show you something. Okay. So check out these videos right here. I do not have the whole set, but Columbia House Videos, they did a lot of TV commercials back in the day where, hey, for $4.95, you'll get whatever plus shipping and you know the deal. A lot of times late night on TV or during like watching the Dukes of Hazzard when they were on, Nashville Network and you know, all that stuff, you'll see the commercial. Well, my car was used for that TV commercial, and here's a clip of it. Right here, you will see, when the commercial first started, you'll see this on your TV. Well, that's my car off in the background. Don't call the number. It doesn't exist anymore. That was from 1997. So yeah, 1997, I was contacted by Roland Hall, who owned New York Auto Stars up in Connecticut, out of Bridgeport, Connecticut. And he called me up and told me they need a Dodge Charger for a TV commercial. So I said, okay, cool, no problem. I said, where is it? He goes, well, we're going to be shooting it at Shadow Studios in New York City. I said, wow, that's awesome. I said, all right, well, I loaded up my car on the back of a 95 Chevrolet Mason dump, and I cruised out to downtown New York City. I forgot the address, but it was only a couple blocks away from the Twin Towers. So when I pulled up to the movie studio, the producer walked out. It was just this, you know, you're going down one of these city blocks out here in New York City, and it was really tight. I pull up to the door. There was this storefront type building, had a bay door. He walks out, he looks at my car, he goes, wow. Obviously, I have the General Lee on the back of the trailer. So he looks at me and says, hey, did they tell you what this TV commercial was for? I said, no. He goes, it's for a Dukes of Hazzard commercial for Columbia House Videos. I was like, whoa, no freaking way. So, and history was made. So here you go. This is actually in the spring of 1997, this booklet, Motion Picture and Theater Directory, I picked up from Shadow Studios. This is in the spring of 97, we filmed that TV commercial. Well, here you go right here. Somewhere over here. Shadow Studios, 531 West 19th Street, New York City, right there. I'm not sure if they still exist anymore, if they're at that location or anything. But that is where the TV commercial for Columbia House Videos was filmed. So another cool thing that I have, which I don't have a way to play it anymore. These old VHS, or not VHS, 8mm, I guess you'd call it, cassettes from a Sony camcorder. I have behind the scenes footage of the complete commercial. Right at the bottom, you see General Commercial, 1997. I wrote 96 by accident. But on that tape right there is all the behind the scenes at Shadow Studios when I was in the studio, right behind the producer, right behind all the film crew that were sitting there filming the commercial. Really interesting. And by the way, if you're wondering where we're going to check out the General Lee. So I have all that footage, and I need to get a player so I can actually have it converted to do a DVD, to do some history on it, to show people what it takes to make a 30-second commercial. It took all day long. The food was catered, and to be honest with you, they paid me $150 and paid all my tolls and fuel to New York City. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, check it out. Here's my garage. Welcome to my world. Just my hangout. Got a few vehicles here, but of course the A-Team van, this actually doubles as my camper when I'm doing events for the Dukes of Hazzard that I need to do the stay of the weekend. This is what I stay in. This is what I stay in right here because, hey, I ain't got to pay for a hotel room, right? And of course, we got Roscoe's police car. That's a whole nother story right there. We're not going to get into that. So let's show you what's around the corner here. All right, folks, here you go. This is my General Lee, also known as the commercial car from the 1997 Columbia House Videos TV commercial. It's a 1969 Dodge Charger. It started life triple white. The whole car was white. It still has its original white interior. That the seats were recovered, but it hasn't been changed to black or tan or anything like that. It's still white. And it actually had a white vinyl top. So, hey, back in the day, this might have been a pretty cool looking car. Sitting there in 1969 on the dealership lot. Triple white. How classy would this car have been back in 69? It's pretty cool. So let's take a look at the engine. What do we got under the hood? All right, here you go. This is its original 383 two-barrel. It's a big block car. It is a numbers matching car, except for the rear end, so there you go. But this is the original motor, original transmission. Transmission has never been touched, 727 torque flight. The motor was rebuilt 7 years ago. Don Cinto Automotive in Stratford, Connecticut did the bottom end. It's pretty much stock besides its bored 30 over. Still sporting its original two-barrel carburetor. I have the original valve covers. I have the original air cleaner. There's the original air cleaner right there. It's actually signed by Ben Jones, who played Cooter. I'll show you that in a second. All right, here you go. Here you go, folks. That's when Ben Jones signed my air cleaner for my car. I took it off because I didn't want to keep the engine compartment stock. I wanted to do some chrome. So that's why I took it off. And did some chrome and got the original style air cleaner like they used on the show. So anyway, as I was saying, it's still got its white interior. I drive the hell out of the car. So you can see the seats are ripped. The car's old. I've had the car 27 years. It's been everywhere. This particular car, when I first got it 27 years ago, I got it like 2 months before the Dukes of Hazzard started being played back on TV again as reruns. I think Nashville Network and all that, TNN, they ended up doing that, which was pretty cool because when I got the car, I picked it up out of Malden, Massachusetts, and I didn't even know the Dukes were going to be coming back on the air. I didn't have cable TV, so I didn't see any commercials saying, hey, the Dukes of Hazzard is going to come back on. So I ended up getting the car, and here it is today. I'm not no professional YouTuber or nothing like that, just a quick video. So, hey, I apologize. This is my first, normal, sort of more real video I'm doing. So if you don't like it, deal with it. So let's get to a little bit of the history, like what I've done with the car since the TV commercial. All right, let's get to the best part over here, and I'll try to do the best I can with the footage here because I don't have a light. What you're looking at is the underneath of my trunk lid, of course. It is signed by pretty much everybody that had something to do with the Dukes of Hazzard. Uncle Jesse, Denver Pyle, Sorrel Brook, Boss Hogg are the only two signatures that are not on this trunk. Most all the stuntmen are on here. Corey Eubanks, some newer stuntmen, James Smith, all the typical new guys out there doing stunts and whatnot. We got Jimmy Best, Roscoe and Flash, Don Pedro Coley, Sheriff Little, Daisy, Corey Eubanks, Honest John Ledbetter, first episode played by Jack Gordon. I know it's a little hard to see. You have Cooter, Ben Jones, Miss Alma, his wife. And then you got some people that you don't see. Bob Aaron, he was the stunt double for Uncle Jesse. Those are people you just don't see. Ted Barba. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing some people's names. Rick Hurst, Cletus, Sonny Schroyer, Enos, Wayne Wooten, right here. The famous Wayne Wooten. He's the one that purchased the General Lees from Warner Brothers back in, 92, 93? And, it just goes on and on. Dan, and I'm going to really screw up his name, DiGiulamo, him and Tom Sarmento from the Hazzard County Stunt Team, which is who built that police car right there, which I'll give you a quick view of this. This was built by the Hazzard County Stunt Team. It's got a full cage, and it's pretty insane. So yeah, I'm not going to get, Jeb Stuart Duke and the famous, right here, Jerry Rushing, who played Ace Parker on the Dukes of Hazzard. The actual Jerry Rushing from Moonrunners. The whole Dukes of Hazzard wouldn't even be possible if it wasn't for Jerry Rushing. Basically, the Dukes of Hazzard was like his life story come to life on TV. Google his name, look him up if you don't know who he is. Yeah, I have a lot of history with this car. It's been up and down the East Coast. I lived in Connecticut. I used to go almost every single year to Cooter's place down there. When Cooter's place, might be crazy, but I ain't dumb. Cooter's Garage, Spearyville, Virginia. And a lot of you old timers in the Dukes of Hazzard, along with me, and we used to hang out down there at Cooter's Garage in Spearyville, Virginia. You all know it doesn't exist anymore, but that is where it all began. So, here's just some old flyers. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. What I want to point out to you guys is all the signatures on my car are all documented. That is Jack Gordon, who played Honest John Ledbetter, signing my car. You can see the decals, the stickers. So everything I have is all documented. Bob Aaron, who played the stunt double for Uncle Jesse. Cletus. Obviously, y'all seen this one. Ben Jones signing the air cleaner. Roscoe was the only one, Jimmy Best, he was the only one that couldn't come outside and sign the actual car. So as you can see, I took the trunk lid off in the parking lot and brought it to him. And there's his wonderful wife. He is obviously passed away and is very greatly missed in the Dukes of Hazzard community. But his wife still goes to some of the shows, and she is the sweetest lady. If you ever get a chance to meet her, please meet her. She brings some of his paintings that he has painted, and if you have the extra cash, buy one. I mean, it is just amazing. He was an amazing painter. I mean, I'm not going to get into too much of this stuff. I know this video is probably boring you out. This is me a long time ago. And there is the famous Jerry Rushing, along with Byron Cherry, who played Coy. Me and John Schneider. These are a long time ago. This is taken at the very first Dukes of Hazzard convention ever in, what was that, 2001, out there in Virginia. Check out your host. There's me. I don't look like that anymore. I used to have long hair. Now I have no hair. There you go. So anyway, instead of boring you with a long video, that is a quick story on this car. Oh yeah, one more last thing too. Speaking of places it's been, 2001, I believe. It was either 2000 or 2001. Obviously, it's 2021, so I'm going back a long ways. But I was contacted by a promotional company, and me and Byron Cherry, who played Coy Duke, I trailered this car from East Haven, Connecticut to St. John, Canada, to do the 2001, I believe it was 2001, World of Wheels show. And Byron Cherry was up there. He was doing autograph signings. And if you ever see any pictures of that, which I have a bunch of pictures in the house, I'm new to this video stuff, so I don't know how to like really say, oh, look here, all of a sudden there's a picture in front of the screen. I haven't really figured that out, so you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm very new to this, and plus I'm 48 years old, so I have no clue about this technology stuff. So, but yeah, so this has been up to St. John, Canada, and as far south right here to Covington, Georgia, and where I first moved 7 years ago. And it's been history ever since. So there's just a quick, there's just a quick, that's pretty cool. You can see the blades. No, that's just a quick little history on my 69 Charger, also known as the commercial car. And for let me say something really quick again here. This car is by no means correct. It doesn't have the correct lettering. Obviously, it doesn't have tan interior. You can see the decals are not even remotely correct. It is painted Corvette flame red, has the correct antenna, the correct CB radio. But see, this car was restored back in 1992, long before the show came on TV. The only way you were able to document anything on this car was from toys. And people back then weren't looking for 100% correct. They weren't looking for, oh my goodness, the lettering is wrong, you can't have that, oh, it's a travesty. No, it's the way people were happy with it. The kid who built this car, his father owned a body shop, and it was built there, and it's been making people smile ever since. So, you know, the cars don't have to be original. They don't have to be exact, because they're going to make people smile. You know, so, and everybody asked me, are you going to restore the car? Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I got to fix some things on it. Oh, you got to put the correct lettering. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna. If I was to repaint this car, I would probably tape over these original, you know, those letters. Because, see, the way this car is right now is the way it was used on the Columbia House video commercial. Now, the only thing for some people you're going to notice in the commercial, those are not the right rims that were on my car during the commercial. it had the Hurricanes on it. Well, I have long since got rid of those because obviously they are not correct. This is a picture of my car at the New England Summer Nationals. It's kind of hard to see. 1997 New England Summer Nationals in Worcester, Mass. Those are the rims that were on my car during the TV commercial. So there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I was supposed to make a quick video, and I hope I didn't bore you. And again, I'm not a professional. Check me out on my YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, and check you later.